first video tutorial. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. My son got a fun camera, and so now we're a team here. We're going to try this out. Today we're going to make this little card right here, and I'm going to show you how to color your stamps with markers to achieve this little watercolor look that we've got going on here. I'm using the March word puzzle. It's one of my favorite sets. I'm having a real good time using it this month and trying to do a different project each day with it. I'm going to use this little tulip right here, and you can tell by looking at it, it's all solid black on here. It's all one stamp, so the flower and the leaves are together, and the best way to get them to be different colors instead of using your stamp pad is to go ahead and use markers. So I'm going to show you how to do that. These are close to my heart markers. They have a brush tip on one end and a bullet tip on the other end. And we're going to start with the brush tip. It's a nice fat brush tip, and if you lay your marker on its side like this, you can cover a wide area all at once. I'm not worrying a lot about getting it perfect. I just want those kind of brush marks on there to make it look real watercolory. That's a word or not, but it is today. Once you've got it all colored in, you just put your stamp over and stamp it on your paper. And it already kind of has that watercolor look to it. I'm going to show you how you can make it even more. Again, I'll just color it in real quick. Then you can take one of these little mini misters. I got this at a local stamp store. It's not something we sell close to my heart. And you just mist it real finely. I'm going to move it away from the camera just because I don't want the water all over my paper. And then you can stamp your image. And it makes it just a little more a watercolor look. You can compare the two images there. Okay, now to make our card. Sorry, I'm losing my pieces here. This is just like when I do my demos in real life. I lose things. It was right here in front of me. I just used different paper this time. So I've already put my texture paper onto the card, and I've got my baby pink cardstock here, and it's going to layer it like that. To add a little dimension to it, I'm going to use the edge distressor. Just kind of run the edges through. It's one of my favorite tools. It has like, I think, 8 openings on it, so I think it'll take a real long time for me to dull all of them, even though I feel like everything needs to be distressed. By putting different pressure on it as you're pushing it through, you can vary the degree of how much the edges get distressed. Like that, we'll put our flower on top real quick. You can see when you make mistakes, I flip it over and try it again. I tried to do this a minute ago with the wrong color marker. So just flip the paper over and reused it. Okay, and now to show you a real easy trick on tying the ribbon. I have a smaller piece, but I'll show you with this one. When you like the knot on here like this, sometimes it's hard to wrap the ribbon around and tie it and keep it real tight without curving the edges of your cardstock. So what you do is take your ribbon and go ahead and tie your knot in it. And you can kind of twist it and pull it until you get it how you like it. And then trim the ribbon. And then you can wrap it around your card and glue dots here. Glue dot on it, wrap the ribbon around the back. My ribbon's a little long. I had a different piece here, but now I'm nervous. Right in front of me, I skipped right over it. with tight. So now you have a tight knot on there without bending the corners of your card. Add a little adhesive. And then your card is all done. So here's two different papers with a different ribbon. Hope you enjoyed my first tutorial, and I hope you come back for more.